What's up, fam? I'm back with another 4 plays. I've got 2 player props to share and 2 same-game parlays. If that sounds interesting, let's get into it. Sub to the channel because your boy's getting busy. Coming to you live from the west side of Sydney. We've got the free picks and the juice and the daily. It's all free, you don't even have to pay me. So, we're not going to fuck around. We're going to get straight into it. We're going to kick it off with some player props today. Now, these plays come from Harry. He's asked me to share these tips on these videos. So, Harry, this is for you, my man. First one, we're taking DeMar DeRozan over 4.5 assists. The Washington Wizards are giving up the most assists to power forwards, which happens to be the position that DeRozan is playing within this game. The Bulls are playing small. This means DeRozan's going to exploit some weaknesses in their defense, create some opportunities for his teammates to score. He is averaging 5.1 assists per game, which is the most for the Chicago Bulls. That tells me that he's an important playmaker for this team. He's got a great chance of contributing to their assists. He's got a great track record. He's getting 5 or more assists in both home games and games against the Wizards. He's achieved this in 4 of his last 5 home games and 3 of his last 5 games against the Wizards. DeRozan is likely to see a lot of playing time in this one. I think it's going to be a close game, and that increases his chances. His versatility as a player allows him to contribute to the team's offense in multiple ways. That's going to translate in points, also assists. He's very skilled man, young DeRozan. So we're liking him over 4.5 assists. Our very next one, we're taking Michael Bridges over 4.5 rebounds. Michael, correct me if you want. But my boy's been not so much on the heater. He had a shit show with only 13 points against the Bulls, but for the most part, he's been good in Brooklyn. Now, the Atlanta Hawks, they're allowing the 4th most rebounds to shooting guards, which happens to be Michael Bridges' position. He's got great length, he's got athleticism, he's got great positioning on the court. So that's why he's seeing 10 or more rebound chances per game. And I think if he's got a chance to get 10, I think he can cover these 5. Very important player for the Brooklyn Nets. He's going to see a lot of playing time, averaging around 32 minutes per game. He's had success grabbing rebounds against the Atlanta Hawks, hitting this line in 3 of his last 5 games against them. Another reason we like this player is the fact that Ben Simmons being out, that's going to create more opportunities for Bridges. I think Claxton's going to be very busy contesting a lot of layups at the ring. That'll take him out of position, so people like Bridges are going to have to pick it up. Now, let's get straight into these same game parlays. So I've got 2 of them. The very first one I'm taking is Atlanta minus 3.5, Trae Young 20 points. Now, the line in this one is 5.5, but I like to aim for $2 or plus 100 odds. So bought a couple points for Atlanta, and I've taken Trae Young for 20. Now, why do we like Atlanta? Firstly, the Hawks have a great track record covering the spread against Brooklyn. They're 4-1 in their last 5 games. Even though they haven't won a lot of those games, what you have to keep in mind is Kevin Durant and Kyrie were playing. This Nets team is very different. The Nets, they've really struggled in their recent games, especially on the road. They've only won 1 of their last 5 away games. So on the road in Atlanta, who's been playing very well, I don't like their chances. So the Nets, they're coming off a 50-point loss to the Bulls. I think that impacts their confidence and momentum heading to the game against the Hawks. That gives the Atlanta Hawks the advantage, makes it more likely that they cover this line. I think since the trades happened, a lot of people talking about, did the Nets have enough scorers? Bridges had that one amazing game where he popped off for over 40, but the reality is that they do lack superstar scorers, and they did get exposed against the Bulls, and I think the Hawks could do something. No, I wouldn't say they'd do something similar, but I think the Hawks will cover the spread on this one. I think a big factor is if Nate McMillan, his recent dismissal, I think, gives the Hawks' morale a good boost. The main impact is around Trae Young, clearly unhappy playing for McMillan. With McMillan gone, Trae Young, I expect to have an awesome game. So it's just a combination. Strong track record at home for the Hawks, the fact that the Nets struggle on the road, the fact that the Nets just got pumped by the Bulls, and the fact that the Hawks now have an interim coach. I think I'm really liking that Atlanta play. Why did we take Trae Young for 20? Well, he's the key contributor for the Atlanta Hawks offense. He's huge in their win, so I'm expecting Atlanta to win this game. Trae Young's been a part of 28 wins for Atlanta this season. And in those 28 wins, well, in 25 of those 28 wins, he scored 20 or more points. He also has a great track record against the Nets. He scored 20 or more in 4 straight games against the Nets, and he's averaged almost 28 points per game against them. So we like him, Trae Young. If you've made it this far, hopefully you're enjoying this video. If you do, smash that like button, help us out, subscribe, turn on the noties. We're still trying to chase down 1,000 subscribers, so we have another 44 to go. So support your boy, subscribe, and like what we do. And if you don't have to. Let us a comment, leave us a comment, and let us know what we could be doing better. Let's get straight into our final play. We're taking Dallas money line over 227.5 points. So why Dallas? I've got a couple of reasons. The Mavs, they've won 4 consecutive games against the Lakers. They're also playing at home, where they're 17-11 so far this season. On the other hand, the Lakers have a losing record. They're 11-17 on the road this season. Even if you look against how they play against the spread, the Lakers have struggled against the spread in their last 7 games against Dallas. In the last 7 games against Dallas, Dallas has covered the line in every single one of them. So the Lakers are 0-7. The Mavs, they're also 5-0 at home. Their last 5 home games, they've covered the spread every single time against the Lakers. I like the Mavericks offense. It's high-powered. They're ranking 4th in the NBA at the moment in points per game. They've also been playing very well recently since Kyrie's joined the team, so they're scoring a whole lot of points. For the Lakers, I think D'Angelo Russell being out, he suffered an ankle injury in his last game against the Warriors. He's been pretty good in a Lakers uniform. I think that upsets the Lakers' ability to hang with this Mavericks offense. And then looking at defense, the Lakers have struggled all season, really. They give up a lot of points, but at the same time, so do the Mavericks. So, liking Dallas to win at home, a great entertaining game. But look, why over 227.5? Both teams have high scoring offenses. The Lakers and Mavs both rank in the top 10 in the league in scoring over their past 3 games. The Lakers are averaging 120 points per game, and the Mavs 124 points per game. I know it's very recent, but these teams have made changes. Dallas have picked up Kyrie, it's taken their offense to another level, whilst the Lakers have finally picked up a consistent shooter in Malik Beasley. The Mavericks' weak defense. While they have been excellent offensively, they've struggled on the defensive end. They're allowing 120 points per game or something, very close, 119 points per game in the last 3. That ranks them in the bottom 10 in the league. The Lakers have been shit at defense all year. They allow 118 points per game, and they rank 7th in the league, 7th worst in the league. All the previous matchup between these teams have been pretty high scoring. In their last 3 meetings, the total points have gone over 227.5 in all of those games. They've combined to score 234 or more points in every single one of those games. And the other thing is that both teams have players capable of putting up big numbers. We know that Luka Doncic is a stat hunting machine. So is LeBron James. Anthony Davis is more than capable of popping off, especially against against a Dallas team lacking some size inside. And we know that Kyrie is an absolute freak, leading the league in 4th quarter scoring. So, I like the opportunities for all 4 players to have a big scoring game. Hopefully we get something like that Sacramento Clippers game that we just saw, like 350 points being scored. That would be amazing. But for now, look, I'm taking the over 227.5, and you can get this for plus 100 odds as well. Look, I'm still going to do a deep dive into other games. I didn't want to make this a very long video, so I'll share those other plays in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, it's completely free to join. The link for that is in the description of this video. But for now, that's 4 plays, 2 player props, 2 same game parlays. Aiming for the sweep here, putting a little bit on all of these together, a big juicy parlay. Share results in the very next video, but I appreciate y'all if you've made it this far. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.